Nvidia and other chip stocks surge over 5% Thursday as tech led a market rebound. Joining us now with more on the sector is BofA Securities Senior Research Analyst Vivek Arya. Vivek, great to have you with us. I know we highlighted the 6% gain that Nvidia saw yesterday, but if you take a look for the week, Nvidia is actually underperforming the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index. Nvidia's down about 2%, and the SOX is up almost 3%. And there have been doubts since probably that June 20th key reversal date where Nvidia shares hit a new high and then closed on lows, where the stock has really been struggling. So where do you come out on how the stock is valued and if there was just too much hype in the stock?
Good morning, Melissa. So I think practically speaking, whether it's NVIDIA, whether it's the rest of the semiconductor space, we could stay volatile until NVIDIA reports later this month, and we have the required reset in any delays associated with their new Blackwell chip, which I think is actually not that big. But if we take a step back, we have to separate what's happening in the market from the fundamental side. I think what's happening in the market and the volatility has nothing to do with semis. But this is where all the gains were because AI was the best game in town. And that's why these companies saw the most drawdown also during this volatility. But let's look at the fundamental side. Number one, every one of NVIDIA's top customers, whether it is Amazon, whether it is Meta or Microsoft or Google, they all said they are investing more, not less, in AI. Number two, if you look at NVIDIA's top supplier, Taiwan Semi, they had very strong outlook. In fact, this morning they gave very strong guidance for their last month of results. And number three, if you look at NVIDIA's top system partner, Supermicro, I know they got dinged on the margin side, but if you actually look at the sales growth that they showed for the next 12 months, up 90%, that is 2 times what people are modeling for NVIDIA's growth, and NVIDIA usually outgrows them. So I think the fundamentals are still extremely strong, but the market is going to go through its volatility, which we think should subside by the time NVIDIA reports its results, because the fundamentals are very strong. And the final point on valuation, if I take the Mag 7 outside of NVIDIA, they are trading, and the broad market, it's trading roughly 2 times its earnings growth for next year. NVIDIA is trading 0.8 times, right? So it's trading less than 30 times for over 35 to 40% earnings growth. So I think fundamentals are strong and valuation is still very compelling.
In a whirlwind week for the stock market, Nvidia, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, and other semiconductor stocks have made headlines with their remarkable performance. For investors and market enthusiasts, the buzz around these tech giants has provided a tantalizing glimpse into the future of the semiconductor industry. With Nvidia leading the charge, supported by significant gains in TSMC, it's time to unfold what recent developments are driving the sector to new heights. From the stock market experts to casual followers, everyone is talking about the seismic shifts in the semiconductor landscape. So let's dive in. But first, if you want to keep up with the latest updates of companies like Nvidia and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates. Now, back to today's video.
Unless there's a doubt on the earnings growth. and I guess that's the key part of the equation where we'll get some more guidance from NVIDIA. In terms of the reports of the delay to the Blackwell chip, the reports first came out of the information. And I'm wondering, it's interesting because when we hear about delays to other hardware items, you think about it, is it going to be a sale denied or a sale delayed? So in your view, these are sales that will be delayed, correct? That these sales will actually happen. It's just maybe it's pushed out a quarter, 2 quarters, whatever.
Yeah, so if we look at demand for NVIDIA's Hopper product, which is the product before Blackwell, demand for that is off the charts right now. And that's what we heard from Supermicro. They got it well above consensus, and a lot of that is actually based on the Hopper product, because we just have had this period of insane supply constraints in the industry. And just because Blackwell is delayed a little bit doesn't mean the supply constraints have gone away. So any customer who can put their hands on Hopper is still able to buy that product. Now, when it comes to Blackwell, there are many different versions of Blackwell. The most extreme versions that are in the highest, most densest version of the rack scale architecture, they are perhaps pushed out by a quarter or so. So that, I think, can be reflected in numbers. But when it comes to other versions of Blackwell, I do think that they will start to ship some Blackwell later this year. But the key point is that demand in combination of Hopper and Blackwell, I still think is extremely strong for them.
These shifts are not just reflected in striking percentage gains, they also symbolize broader trends and technological advancements sparking investor interest across the board. As the curtain rises on this electrifying financial drama, let's dive into the elements at play and decode why the semiconductor stocks are the new talk of the town. Inside the semiconductor surge. The semiconductor sector has long been a cornerstone of modern technology, yet its recent surge has added new dimensions to its market narrative. Among the key players, Nvidia's meteoric rise stands out, capturing the attention of investors worldwide. Nvidia's stock soared by 6.53%, driven by the company's notable strides in artificial intelligence, AI, and gaming. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, TSMC, also enjoyed a healthy rise of 2.81%, reflecting broader industry optimism. But let's dissect the forces propelling these companies and why the timing couldn't be more fortuitous. For those navigating the stock market, Nvidia's recent performance is akin to striking gold. Nvidia's advancements in AI technology and the gaming industry have given it an edge over competitors. The company's innovative products, like the highly anticipated Grace Hopper superchip, are designed to cater to the burgeoning AI market. The superchip represents a quantum leap in computational power, facilitating complex machine learning and AI tasks in record time. In gaming, Nvidia continues to dominate with its RTX series of graphics cards, appealing to both hardcore gamers and professionals in creative industries. These graphics cards are the industry gold standard, offering unmatched performance and cutting-edge features like real-time ray tracing. As digital entertainment and AI applications continue to grow, Nvidia's leading position in these markets explains why investors are so bullish. Taiwan Semiconductor's global reach. TSMC is another titan in the semiconductor industry, whose stock movement has mirrored broader market optimism. The company is the world's largest contract chip maker, providing the essential microchips necessary for myriad applications, from smartphones to autonomous vehicles. TSMC's ability to maintain cutting-edge manufacturing processes and invest heavily in research and development has reinforced its market standing. Though Taiwan Semiconductor's recent performance might seem modest compared to Nvidia, the 2.81% increase solidifies its reputation as a steady and reliable option for investors. TSMC's partnership with leading tech companies worldwide ensures that it remains at the forefront of semiconductor innovation. But that is not all of it, so let's keep rolling. Hello everyone and welcome back to Investocracy.
A fresh read from the chips this morning. Taiwan Semi reporting a 45% jump in July revenue compared to last year. That was thanks to strong demand for the company's AI chips. Shares are, well, they're bouncing around along the flat line here, but a big outperformer on the year.
Okay, one of their key customers, of course, is Nvidia, and that stock has been whipsawed this week. It's coming off what is its best day this month. But the company has shed about $1 trillion in market cap since mid-June when it was at its highs. Let's get more on that name and a bunch of other semis. Joining us now is Bernstein's Stacey Raskin. Stacey, always great to have you. You know, let's just start on Nvidia. Some of the news this week on the delays potentially as a result of sort of design issues around Blackwell. Just give me your take. Is it real and what's it going to mean?
Yeah, it seems like it's real enough. There's enough smoke there. There's some fire. We've had some confirmation from other folks in the supply chain. Supermicro kind of alluded to it. And so it seems real. It doesn't seem major, right? It seems like a relatively minor design issue. It looks like they may have already fixed it. We've got maybe a 2 to 3 month delay, I think. What that really means is where people were hoping that like real volume shipments would happen in calendar Q4, it looks like it may be Q1, so it's a slight push out. You have to remember, this stuff is difficult to do, so I mean, like even NVIDIA is not necessarily immune to it. In the meantime, though, like we've had hyperscale CapEx guides that are all still going up. All of those would have incorporated whatever is going on. Like they didn't just find out about this, because of the news stories. They would have incorporated it. And NVIDIA's got strong demand for their existing architecture, which is called Hopper, and it looks like they're likely increasing production of that to try to backfill and smooth things over until we actually get the Blackwell launching in more volume, maybe a quarter later. But structurally, I don't think it's that big of an issue. Now sentiment-wise, clearly it's impacted the stock. I think the stock's been two things. One was there's just been a general reduction of sentiment on the AI space in general. People are just starting to look at lots of dollars are getting spent. They're wondering about where's the return. So the sentiment wasn't, quite as supportive as it had been. And then you have this on top of it, which weighs on it. So, I mean, that's kind of what's been going on. But structurally, I don't know that anything really has changed with NVIDIA.
Right.
We got a little push out. I think it'll be okay.
Insights, investor sentiment, and social media chatter provide additional layers of insight into this stock market narrative. Tweets from market influencers and financial analysts have been overwhelmingly positive, amplifying the buzz around these stocks. One well-known analyst tweeted, "NVIDIA's innovation mojo is on full display. AI ambitions solidified, stock up 6.5%, encapsulating the general enthusiasm." Another tweet focusing on Taiwan Semiconductor stated, "TSMC's role as a global chip supplier is irreplaceable. Steady gains reflect strong fundamentals." Such endorsements from credible voices help validate the confidence investors are placing in these companies. Beyond individual company achievements, a broader set of economic and industry trends are fueling the semiconductor stock surge. The global push for 5G technology, the expansion of smart devices, and the ever-growing AI market are accelerating demand for advanced semiconductors. Despite geopolitical tensions and supply chain challenges, these trends provide fertile ground for companies like Nvidia and TSMC to thrive. Government initiatives, particularly in the United States and Europe, aimed at boosting local semiconductor production, are also creating a favorable environment for growth. The CHIPS Act in the U.S., designed to incentivize chip manufacturing and research, exemplifies this trend. Such initiatives not only mitigate supply chain risks, but also underline the strategic importance of semiconductors in the global economy. As we digest the latest developments, it's clear that the semiconductor sector is well-positioned for sustained growth. NVIDIA's relentless innovation and TSMC's indispensable role in global chip manufacturing underline a promising future. For potential investors, these stocks offer compelling opportunities backed by robust industry fundamentals. Current stock prices may seem high, but NVIDIA's strong performance indicates further upside. Analysts forecast continued growth driven by the company's AI innovations and expanding gaming market. According to a report by Fortune Business Insights, the AI market is projected to grow from $62 billion in 2020 to over $600 billion by 2028. NVIDIA, with its pioneering technologies, is well-placed to capture a significant share of this expanding market. Additionally, the company's forward-looking approach, such as its investments in next-gen AI hardware and partnerships with key industry players, further solidifies its growth prospects. Don't forget the curiosity and potential explosion in metaverse applications and how NVIDIA's technology might play a pivotal role. Taiwan Semiconductor, the stalwart of chip manufacturing, also offers promising growth potential. The constant innovation in chip design and the increased demand for high-performance computing ensure that TSMC will continue to be a critical player. The company's stock, currently enjoying a 2.81% bump, could see more substantial gains as new technologies like 5G and quantum computing become mainstream. Industry experts believe that TSMC's progressive approach to manufacturing, including their strides in 3-nanometer and 2-nanometer technologies, will maintain their competitive edge. The ongoing tech revolution necessitates more advanced and efficient chips, a demand TSMC is well prepared to meet. So should you start investing already now in these firms? But first, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
All right, well, right. I mean, demand is demand. It's still there, as you point out. Well, what about the stock itself and the multiple and what we've seen in terms of that and whether that makes it even more compelling, I guess, from the perspective of somebody like yourself?
Yeah, look, so NVIDIA's never really been all that expensive. I mean, even at its peak, it was maybe 40 times forward earnings. The sell side forward numbers that's based on are likely still too low. 40 times is about its 5-year median or 5-year average, so it's not actually that expensive. It's cheaper now. It's probably 30 times now. Yeah, at least I think you've de-risked it a little bit, like going into the back half on the back of this. And if they do announce some kind of a delay, if they verify it on the call, at this point it won't be like everybody kind of knows about it. So yeah, we can kind of work through this. Demand still looks really strong. If you're pushing, the volume into next year, it actually makes next year look better. Again, more upside to the numbers, hopefully. Yeah, I think the valuation here still looks quite attractive.
The current market sentiment and the significant developments within these companies make this an optimal time to consider investing in semiconductor stocks. Nvidia's innovative drive and TSMC's solid performance underline the sector's vitality. Both stocks present an attractive opportunity for growth-oriented and risk-averse investors alike. With Nvidia at the forefront of AI innovation and TSMC underpinning global tech infrastructure, the semiconductor sector's future looks bright. The economic fundamentals, combined with high investor confidence and robust industry demand, suggest that these stocks can provide resilient returns. The recent stock market surge in semiconductor companies, spearheaded by Nvidia and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, offers valuable insights into the future of technology and investment. Both companies have demonstrated significant strengths, Nvidia through its advancements in AI and gaming, and TSMC through its global manufacturing prowess. The market's positive reception, underscored by prevalent social media enthusiasm and strong economic indicators, adds to the case for their growth potential. Investors looking for promising opportunities in the tech sector would be wise to consider the semiconductor stocks. Nvidia's ongoing innovation and TSMC's vital role in the industry make them standout choices for those aiming to capitalize on the future of technology. With global trends like AI, 5G, and quantum computing on the horizon, these companies are well positioned for sustained success. What are your thoughts on the recent surge in semiconductor stocks? Are Nvidia and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing on your investment radar? Share your opinions and let's discuss the potential of these technological titans. If you would like to know what companies like Nvidia have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.